Treach supposed to be in here today.
He was supposed to be
what it was? I'm glad Treach wasn't here because out of respect to Mike, I'd have had to act like he was invisible, right? But you know what it is? A lot of people go to
Treach is supposed to be here today, Evan.
A lot of people go to fucking with my name.
Talking about?
They go to fucking with my name and like get followers. Like, I think Treach, this is what it was. Treach got mad because I addressed some Tupac shit, right? And I understand the whole Tupac era, so I stand on him. Don't get it fucked up. I'm a Tupac fan of his music, right? I just feel like certain things, like for instance, if I'm in New York, right, and I'm with a bunch of guys from Brooklyn, and I'm in New York and I'm with 20 guys from Brooklyn, and they see this dude or we see this dude that these dudes don't get along with, right? I'm not going to be the one to initiate that because this is not my jungle and he's not my politics. I'm going to roll with my team. Whatever they do, I'm going to ride with them. But I'm not going to initiate it because I don't know the politics behind what can happen with this, right? And I say that to say this. I think Tupac was so real about what he wanted to do. In some situations, he overdid it, right? And I'm going to speak this because Mike understands this because this is one of the nights of his fights. It was better decision making. It was 30 power rules there, and it was an issue with a Compton Crip. If Tupac would allow those power rules, you had everything from Suge to Buntry. Everybody was there that can call that shot, right? So they're familiar with who this guy is, right? But you know what? They know they in a hotel. Suge's on fucking 9-year joint suspension. You know what I'm saying right now? Any trouble he get, he's going for 9 years.
And he can film kicking somebody in the head.
All this shit, right? So that decision
you know, at least.
to kick that fight off, right? I stand behind this, was on the decision of those power rules and the homies. See, what happens is once Tupac took flight, the homies ain't got no choice but to take flight, right? Because they with him, right? Now, this is probably a decision they wouldn't have made. Now, because of that decision, a lot of shit got fucked up. He lost his life. Suge ended up going for 5-6 years. He lost his company behind this shit. A lot of families were affected. The hip-hop community was affected. So I feel like that was a point in time to where, and Tupac was young, 24, 25 at the time. Wow. That was a point in time where I feel like, as an individual, because that wasn't no rap shit, he overstepped his boundaries. You know what I mean?
Was he tied to any gang?
Well, he was signed to Death Row, and he started to associate and feel heavy with the power rules, with the mild power rules. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. Is like, I'm always gonna respect the guy that wherever they go, they're who they are. I mean, he was an entertainer, bro. He was good at what he did, whether it was film, whether it was
he's an intellect.
Yeah, he's an intellectual.
He was great with that. Yeah. So, and I think what happens with the fans, even the fans that don't know him, who wasn't even alive when he was alive, they take his history and they fuck it up. All Tupac shot at the police. Tupac can tell you yourself. I shot at some white dudes that was beating up a brother. I didn't know they was off-duty police. I later found out because for you to say that, you really fucking with his legacy of who he was, who he stood for. Now you're saying Tupac is a black dude running around shooting at police, and that really wasn't the case. Let's give the man credit for the things he really did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The rape situation, there was other politics caught up in that, and that really wasn't what that was. You know what I mean? That was some whole other setup shit, and he was a victim of that situation. But once again, that's surrounding yourself with the wrong people at those times. But people I'm a Tupac fan. I know half his music by heart. I rap it in the hole in solitary confinement. I worked out to it way. So I think Treach, when the movie came out, I made a comment about the movie.
The recent one?
Yeah, and I was a lot of people don't know, Frenchie noticed, that movie was delayed because they couldn't get that music cleared. See, Death Row sold the Death Row catalog to E1 Music, which I have strong relationships. I do a lot of business in that building. 2 of my artists are signed in that building. Right now, I've been there 10 years. Ray J's hit Sexy Kinda, The Game, the documentary too, all that came out of E1. So I made the phone call for Benny Boone and LT to E1 to help speed up that process to get that damn music cleared. It was other things they had to do, but that was a major part of it, right? Because I had seen the preview. And in that preview, it was some things in there that they depicted, where his mom, as far as when she was getting hired, I had a conversation with the people and like, maybe you need to tone that shit down, right? But I knew me talking shit about the movie was going to drive people to watching the movie. People are so slow that the day of the movie, Frenchie, would I go buy 1,000 tickets and gave them away? Of course. Like I went myself and bought 1,000 tickets from the box and took them to barbershops and said, if you come get your haircut at this barbershop, you get a free ticket. So people don't, it doesn't dawn that, I'm kind of like.
So are people saying you're not a Tupac fan?
Yeah, they say I'm a Tupac hater. What is it? Tupac was with my wife before I was. You know what I mean? But these are fans saying crazy shit. So Treach, instead of doing his homework, spoke out of turn. I didn't know it. I had no idea until somebody told me the things he was saying. And once I heard, I went looking for him because they told me he was in L.A. So I went to all the clubs, all the places he goes, and I was letting him know, I'm looking for you. Because I was real upset because I didn't know the dude and had no problems with the dude, but he was saying some disrespectful shit. So I just wanted
What did he say?
He said all kind of, made a fucking song, a diss song, all kind of shit. So I got it, Fritchie. I let him know because they tell me go to this spot in Inglewood called the GS Sports Club. GS is live. Y'all ever in Inglewood, LA? Stop by the GS Sports Lounge. It's real cool. Food, everything, entertainment. So I went over there looking for him because they say he's there every night. So the owner called him. He said, yo, Wack's here looking for you by himself. Nobody with him. He wants to talk to you about this shit you've been saying on the internet.
Just like that.
Just like that. So, dude, I stayed, waited 30 minutes, an hour. They said, yo, he's at a spot in Hollywood. I streamlined to Hollywood. At this time, Big U, everybody in the streets trying to catch me before I catch him. They like whacked and flew out the motherfucking header. We got to catch this motherfucker. Because ain't no telling what he going to do when so I never seen him. And never ran into him. I started getting the phone calls the next day. People called me, the homies from the Booyah tribe. Everybody calling me. Like, Wack, you got to let it go. So I listen, I was a man of my word. I let it go. But, Wack, I be in places. I get backstage. I'm a red carpet. I'm at, the weirdest places. And I just hope you hold on to what it was. Because we definitely got to put some closure to that. And listen, I promise you, I'm not a bully. I'm not into torturing shit no more, so I'm going to make it fast. You know what I'm saying?
Tell us about torturing, man.
I'm going to make it fast. Because I always got this thing in my head that I want to outdo Tyson. And that's why when I get my fights, I'm like, Tyson did some shit in like 7 seconds. So I'm trying to make it like 3.8. It'll be real fast, my brother. I promise you. Like, I don't give a fuck where we at, Barbara Streisand, whatever it is, don't act like you didn't say what you said.
Barbara Streisand.
Don't act like you didn't say what you said. Because it's definitely going to be addressed.
This nigga.
Oh, shit.
Yo, Fritchie, you done been with me dozens of places.
Yo, man.
I don't want to hit nobody at Barbara Streisand's concert.
I don't give
nigga.
Hey, listen, man. It's going to be
It's so
what it's going to
classically
be.
white. Boom.
Yo, but Mike, listen. How long have you been doing this cannabis thing?
For around 4 years, huh?
4 years. Yo, I mean, can you tell these people about what you just showed me? He just showed me some crazy shit.
The first of its kind state-of-the-art cannabis-friendly resort.
The ranch.
Crazy. Waterfalls.
The wave pool.
Basketball, race runs, concert halls, tranquility, horseback riding. I mean, yo, you name it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's dope.
I don't even smoke weed and I'm going. Me and the whole family. I might even bring the pastor. Fuck
Oh,
it.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah, bro.
Pastor would love it. We have pastors there as well because every now and then people want to get married, so they get married there also.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
hell yeah.
Hey, you know what?
In the chapel.
When the first church opens that allows you to smoke weed during the goddamn service, everybody gonna lose members.
Hey, listen, 100 years from now, this world's gonna be totally different.
Totally different.
Definitely.
And I'm trying to, stay living. Once we go to the afterlife, but I want my name to be out here, Tyson Ranch.
What you mean your name? Well, you want your name to be out here on another branch.
Yeah.
You already Mike Tyson.
Yeah. I never think about that guy no
You know
more.
what
I
I'm
gotta
saying?
get away from that guy. I want this guy now.
I ain't gonna lie, I probably shouldn't say that, but Frenchie, let me scoot over a little bit.
You're a comedian.
Every time,
Yeah, he is,
every
right?
time,
He totally
Listen.
is, man.
every time I find myself looking at a motherfucking ear, I think about Mike Tyson.
Oh,
Get
yeah,
over this.
nigga.
Yo,
Listen, right? I'm gonna tell you something, man.
look.
No, listen, right? No, this is the real deal,
Can
right?
you tell me, fuck that, what the fuck? Because I watched that clip. I'm like, okay, boom, boom, boom. And then out of nowhere, Cause see, you fuck with pigeons.
Yeah.
You didn't fuck with fighting pit bulls. So I said,
No.
well, maybe he's reenacting. I said, nah, Mike fuck with pigeons. Pigeons don't lock up. Out of nowhere, it was just what the fuck it was. Do you remember? Did you say, fuck it, this is what I'm gonna do? Or did you black out and then it happened and then like what?
No, I just fucking, last time I remember, I said, this motherfucker's gonna die. And it was on.
Damn.
So you started with the ear.
Yeah.
That's why I fuck with you, right?
I'd have bit his nose,
Because you
his
burned
lip,
down your
anything. I
irrational.
would have bit anything. I'd have bit his balls, his dick. I'd have ripped his
Yeah, because the
nose.
way
I'd have
you
bit
did it.
anything.
See, listen, for a motherfucker to bite a motherfucker is one thing, but to bite and viciously rip.
Rip a piece off.
That, yeah, you know, I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Was, so now I know
Yeah.
Mike was like, this motherfucker. Now, Mike, keep
Yeah.
it real. Did you make the decision that this motherfucker gonna die because he hit you with a crazy blow and rung your shit? Or did he cheat and headbutt? Like, what made you say,
Dig, right? He was headbutting the shit out of me, right? But that was cool too, but the nigga was just ringing my fucking bell.
oh, you I fuck with Mike. Hey, yo, listen, I remember I was fighting this dude named Babyface from Four Trade Gang. So me and this dude used to fight all the time, juvenile hall. And he wins some, I lose some. But one time, I seen him and rushed him because I didn't think he saw me, right? Man, the motherfucker caught me with some, like a combination from the knuckles to the elbow, right? Now, Mike, you know what I'm saying? I saw a bunch of little bitty stars. They was everywhere. So what I did, I said, shit, man, this motherfucker finna knock me out. I never been knocked out, right? So I bagged up. I said, oh, you hit like a bitch. I'm really trying to recuperate, right? You know, I see two
That's that
stars.
Muhammad Ali shit.
Yo, listen, for every 3 stars
You-
disappeared, 5 more popped up, right? So I told myself after that, I never told nobody this, but I'm gonna keep it real. So we locked back up, right? So the police break us up. I was happy as a motherfucker they broke us up, right? So when I go to the hole, come back, I say, shit, I done fought this motherfucker like 9 times. We even. I'm gonna find a way to be this motherfucker friend.